You as a Latino who had the success that you've had in your life, and it's going to be a lot more successful, I'm sure. What would you tell the youth, especially the Latino youth, on meeting their goals, meeting their dreams?
I think right now at this moment, if I was to say right now, what we've already talked about with Fernando is like, ponte trucha. Because you might think, oh, tengo esto, all the materialism, the consumerism, it's here. You have all these opportunities, but ponte trucha because what, and that to me means like, you know what, watch your back, but also watch other people's back. Respect your elders. Don't forget, as you know, sometimes kids get a little too ahead of themselves in their 20s. Sometimes they think they know everything. However, respect your elders because that's where the history comes. That's where the knowledge and power comes from. But ponte trucha porque también, we just sometimes become very selfish at a very young age. And, we get these habits. And right now we just experienced, for example, with, the immigration issue and the population with the Hispanic, Latino raza. I had an opportunity to practice in Florida, Phoenix and California. And one thing I see from Texas this way, we're the Southwest. Mexicanos are the majority. And I think we have so much to give that sometimes our power is very limited. And we shouldn't be going through the stuff that we're going today.
What I feel a lot of the youth nowadays, they get in their comfort zone and they don't want to get out. So, and I think that's a big thing too. If, you know what, aquí yo estoy bien a gusto. No, take the next step or you're not going to succeed in life. And I see that with a lot of the youth these days. Aquí estoy como mi sobrino. Hey, ponte las pilas, güey.
Yeah. I ask these questions to small business people or construction people. I ask, hey, how's the youth doing? They go, no quieren trabajar. Or they want to make more than what they think they deserve. They're not willing to go do $4 an hour dishwasher job at Sizzler like I started from.
Entry level.
Entry level, but there's knowledge in entry level. Yes. There's respect in entry level. And with today's, social media and all the stuff that they get, there's a feeling of importance that happens with what we're going through. Everybody wants to feel important. And I get it. We're all the likes and also, no one looks at the dislikes, but, I think, just showing them what realization is. If you look at a pyramid and you look at how long it's been there for, thousands of years versus, a casino on the strip, I think there's historical things we got to educate our public, especially with Latinos out there that, we have a beautiful history. We're not 99-cent tacos, right? No. We're more complex than that. There's some gourmet dishes in Mexico that people don't even realize that we have.